Welcome back to Pokemon Unite as we look at a top-ranked trainer right now using Mamoswine in a ranked matchup right here. We're going to be observing Sinpage as Mamoswine. Please keep in mind, of course, with any of these focus commentaries, while we will, 80%, 90% of the time be looking at our focus Pokemon today, Mamoswine, sometimes the camera will go to other players just to try to see pivotal action, any kind of action that we might need to cover on screen right here. As you're going to be prepared to hear that ready, go, ladies and gentlemen, we have Swinub out the gate right here. Going to be going top lane, it looks like, along with the Bulbasaur. They'll be sharing that lane together. And so now, of course, it should be known we can't see the items here in Spectator Mode. That's something I hope that the devs do add at some point. I think it would be very useful and worthwhile. A lot of pressure already here on this top lane. I mean, Purple Squad doing very well. Yes, that's going to be the KO against Bulbasaur very early on. This is great for Sinpage. Playing as that Mamoswine right now, you do want all the experience that you can. I mean, you really, as a Swinub, feel that pressure to level up, and you want to get that experience. It wasn't a little bit of trouble. Let's see if Sinpage can actually make it out of this alive, and so obviously not that many points on the board this early on. We're only about a minute down so far in the matchup. Bulbasaur unfortunately KO'd right here from the Purple Squad, and it looks like Zinzin in slight trouble, but there as that Zeraora seems to be all right now with the first set of Bees. That's Combee and Vespiquen coming down onto the map right there at 850, as we know. And now we got 3 oranges up here because the jungling Haunter now, that Gengar player, has come up to assist. Sinpage once again getting in a lot of trouble right here. You can beast out more than you think, with Swinub, but still, it's just having to fight at that melee distance. But obviously, you can make use of your Ice Shard, make use of your Tackle when you need to, for those surprise hits maybe. Zinzin once again very low on HP right here, going to be taken out by the Gossifleur Eldegoss player. That is actually going to be enough experience for that Eldegoss to evolve. And Eldegoss on Eldegoss are out of there, and then Lucario out of there from the orange team. So good job for Purple. That's going to allow them to score a lot right here on the bottom goal, even if it's 1. But we're back to seeing Sinpage right here with the Bulbasaur right now. They are trying to put that pressure on, kind of attacking different targets. That can be okay, if you're sort of experiencing pressure in the wrong places. There we go. It looks like Squirtle is going down from the orange squad. That was a pivotal KO. Very nice. But like I was saying, if you're in that kind of 2-on-2 team fight, and let's say somebody's getting the better of you, not being attacked at all, you can actually place sort of an additional pressure and make them run. You're obviously then, of course, diverting attention if you start attacking them. Let's say Purple, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur attacking the orange Ivysaur instead of the Squirtle together. So I guess you just have to weigh the trade-off essentially in that type of skirmish right there. And so we should expect to see, actually we're noticing sort of some pinging going on there on the mini-map, so likely asking, of course, Ivysaur, now Piloswine, to come down, rotate for that Dreadnought. Sinpage is going to do so. Looks like also going to grab the berry, get some movement speed right here. And when we were talking about items, you can generally think about Mamoswine really needing to wreak that havoc, stun, freeze, just hammer out damage where it can. So think about items like Buddy Barrier for sure to get that HP, and of course the shield on the Unite. But Focus Band, this is something very good for when you're in trouble. Look at that Tackle right there definitely had to have helped out, even though Charmeleon is going to get that KO. Totally fine, because Tackle's reach right there is definitely, it's something that can be advantageous for you, especially in those situations where you think, hey, they're going to escape. Nope, I'm going to close out that distance. And so Sinpage not able to score right there, although attempting to. Very, very nice when you're going for that Dreadnought. Look at this. Charmeleon now also getting another KO right here for Purple Squad. Going to be able to take out that Haunter right now. It looks like Orange Ivysaur is going to try to get this Dreadnought. It is in a little bit of trouble, though. Can it make it out of there? No. Wonderful job. Zeraora, Piloswine, our focus Pokemon right now, going to solidify. Look at this. After all those KOs, it looks like we've got an evolution to Charizard now. That's very, very good at this stage. Definitely want to see that evolution to Mamoswine as soon as you can. And here comes that Seismic Slam right now on the Lucario. Are they going to get that KO actually right here in the enemy territory? This is very nice, because if you can even KO them while they have the advantage of being on their goal, I mean, that's power. Right here, KO streak of 3. Very nice. But just to kind of close out that item discussion, a KO streak of 4. I can't even get these sentences out fully without something going on. But yes, Muscle Band. That might be another one that you're looking at for Mamoswine right here. Buddy Barrier, Focus Band, Muscle Band. Good item choices. Look at this. In trouble right now. That Eldegoss from Orange going down. Looks somewhat easy right here from Purple. And so it does look like, of course, they are asking everybody to retreat. Whoever was making that mini-map ping for the retreat, or just trying to say, hey, we need to defend this area. But no, Zinzin right now as that Zeraora beasting it out, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. This is absolutely back and forth right now. You don't know who's going to take that. It looks like Zinzin is going to be the winner overall, but maybe just winning that battle and losing the war, because obviously there were plenty of oranges there to punish that KO. Purple Squad really did widen the gap, though, in score. We can see this here as we're about to enter the 5-minute mark somewhat soon. Interesting from Senpage to kind of take this route. You sometimes want to do that if you want to. Maybe just even have a second or two advantage of hiding out in the grass, you know. That is going to disorient your enemy, even if they can kind of imagine where you're going to be. And look at actually Orange Lucario in the grass right now, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is Senpage kind of confused and not even realizing Lucario was there. And so if your ranged attackers, let's say, are chipping away at you, and specifically, again, it's kind of for ranged attackers, as Charizard here beasting it out with another Unite. That ultimate, again, the damage output can be insane as you just keep on burning them, searing your opponents. Look at this, Eldegoss so close. Gotta hand it to Woopa, the Charizard right now, making things happen. This might just be one of those things, though, where in the macro and in the micro game right now, Purple really is the dominating force. They do seem to be winning all those team fights where they need to, getting those objectives thus far, and so it seems that we've got another largely uncontested battle right now for Dreadnought. There are oranges in the area, but being stopped by the rest of the purple squad. This is going to allow, once again, Senpage as well as Zinzin Man, that is the Zeraora, and now Mamoswine, of course, to burst out all the damage needed for that Dreadnought. So very nice. This is the position that you want to be in with Mamoswine right there. That's what I love about the character, and I do love Mamoswine in general. We'll talk about maybe some disadvantages, but certainly at a base level, this will go for opponents as well as boss Pokemon objectives. You could push Rotom, for example, which Gengar is actually going to get for the orange team right now. But if you think about zoning your objectives right there, where you can push Rotom, maybe with high horsepower, even if you want to opt for that move, but at minimum, you know, Ice Fang, for example, toss it back behind you, at least towards your territory. High horsepower could obviously push it through even further. Either or, really. Helps you to safely take out Rotom, but also think about your opponents. Pushing them back into your territory is just really can be advantageous at the right times. And so it looks like Blastoise going to throw out the Hydro Typhoon, but then we see the Mammoth Mash, ladies and gentlemen. That will be Mamoswine's Unite right here. It is unfortunately a Pokemon that I believe did get shafted in some of the, well, let's say the move animations. You know, everything kind of operates very slowly with Mamoswine compared to other Pokemon, in my opinion. But also, you're immune to hindrances while you use it. You can kind of jump in and initiate some decent damage to wreak havoc. The final stop does throw opposing Pokemon around in an area of effect, but it just seems to be somewhat lackluster. Once again, when we compare it to other Pokemon and their Unite moves, other Pokemon's animations and things, and Mamoswine coming into the game as a defender, but after the recent addition of another defender back when Blastoise came in, and it looks like Gengar will take out the Venusaur. We do kind of have trade KOs essentially because Venusaur on orange also down right now as purple. Venusaur was down as well. Going to be enough time to take out the Dreadnought as long as enough of the squad is there to kind of burst out that damage once again pretty quickly, but you'll still have a decent maybe 20 seconds to hit it before the Zapdos comes onto the map, and that can be nice. Here's another thing about Mamoswine is, you know, you may, of course, use, as Senpage has, use it actually to be dealing the damage to the Dreadnought itself, but if you can be that defender, one of the things that I think your role allows as that class, Mamoswine and Blastoise both kind of fit the mold of being to push around their opponents when you think about Blastoise's Surf or even Hydro Pump, but create a wedge in between. Look at this team fight. This is absolutely nuts, ladies and gentlemen. That could actually be somewhat pivotal. We'll see if Orange can make anything of this. Charizard, the only remaining purple squad member to actually live through that. Gengar gonna attempt the score right here. Not gonna get it right now, I think, opting to actually cancel that and deal some damage for Charizard back up a little bit. And right side team going to get the shield, going to get the experience with that Dreadnought. And now we are in the final stretch, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be another goal break right here. This time for Orange right now, gonna be breaking that bottom goal. They are obviously down, so they really are going to need this Zapdos. That's kind of what it's gonna come down to, because also you see the only orange squad member right now that we can see with enough points to really make a huge difference is Blastoise. Now we do have some of them right now. It looks like seeing 28 points here, although getting KO'd right here. And there we go, Unite's popping off, and the Mammoth Mash is going to go down right here, right in the face of Orange Venusaur, who is looking to be in trouble, going to throw down that last minute pedal dance. No, they are getting KO'd left and right. Almost a team wipe. The only surviving member is this Blastoise with those 50 points. Do not want to get KO'd, but it does. Ladies and gentlemen, that is very good for Purple Squad, just to reassure them that, hey, it does not look like Orange can really get that Zapdos now. They still have the chance for the steal, but man, how hard would that be with Eldegoss, who did try to come in here with that Leaf Tornado. It is to no avail. Purple Squad, the only member right now KO'd was Charizard, so it looks like everybody else going to be able to dunk in some points. High point values, of course, and double the point values in the final stretch. Something great about Mamoswine with Earthquake, as we see this Mamo having Senpage actually selecting that move. You can sort of jump in, not just to initiate some team fights, but also maybe ignore certain terrain or distance and jump into that Zapdos charged goal, the defenseless goal. Orange really in trouble now. It does not look like there is any conceivable conceivable point that Orange could make this a comeback. So we might be saying the congratulations to Purple Squad right now. Zen Man gonna go ahead and try to avoid this hornet's nest of Orange right there. They are able to take it down. I mean, if you can distract the other team after you've made your goals, when you get that Zapdos, I guess we should say, I mean, that's worth it as well. And so notice, of course, the punishment from Charizard right here. Gengar is going to use that Unite move, sort of in a last-ditch effort, as we then saw the Seismic Slam from Charizard, also going to Unite for Unite. Lucario right here, going to try to score. Again, these are all last-ditch effort things. You might as well try, because now we are in that 3-2-1. Blastoise almost actually getting that, just barely at the buzzer, not going to score that, and look how it would not have mattered. 636 to 175 in favor of Purple. It was obviously a match where Purple did what they needed to do, but I think Orange Squad just sort of fell behind in skill mostly every step of the way. Didn't mention it before, but this match comes from 9/29/21. If you have annotations on, please feel free to click an end screen on screen and see another video, and thanks for viewing.